live. I know everybody wants to see them. We don't have Wi-Fi back to where the alligators are right now, so that is something of the many things in the plans, is to try to extend Wi-Fi and get it everywhere else. But anyways, for now.
We have 34% battery, just so you know.
Yeah, well, just
And
for a little bit.
also, we're not posting this live after the fact, right?
Yeah, I had a ton of people asking about that.
So we should wait until we have more people joining before, I guess, we start talking, since this won't be viewed after, right?
I'll leave it up for a little bit.
Yeah.
We decided to delete all the previous live videos, which I didn't think anybody would care. A ton of people commented saying, where did all the lives go? And I'm like, what? I'm like blown away that people actually watch the lives after the fact. It's I never imagined that. I figured like the thrill is in watching it live, and asking your questions and interacting and whatnot. But anyways, why do we do that? On the Instagram or the YouTube, sorry, I gotta clear my throat, dude. I was dying. I was trying so hard not to have to do that. On YouTube, they rank you by what percentage of a video is viewed. Okay, so if you have a 10-minute video and somebody only watches 1 minute, boom, you're down. Okay, and on lives, we usually go live for like an hour, and typically, according to the algorithm on here, most people only join the live for like 5 to 10 minutes at a time, which is fine. But that means they're watching 5 minutes out of an entire hour, which makes your views, or your standing in the algorithm tank. Okay, so that's why we decided to do that, because otherwise my normal videos, that I post of like the vlogs and stuff, are usually about 20 minutes, and people usually watch most of that video, which helps me do well in the algorithm. But again, when you have your live up and people only watch 5 minutes of a 60-minute video, it downs you in the algorithm, makes your page suffer. So that's why I decided to delete all those, which I didn't think anybody would care. But yeah, a lot of people, which I'm flattered, pleasantly surprised that so many people actually do like to watch them after the fact. But either way, going forward, that is what we're gonna do. Anyways, we have any questions?
Have 66 people watching, just a bunch of people saying hi and saying where they're from.
Okay, you wanna read some of them?
Yeah.
See where some people are watching from?
Madrid, Sweden, Minnesota.
Madrid?
Yep. A couple others that I'm not even going to attempt to pronounce.
Oh, come on. It's more fun if you try.
Mauritius?
Mauritius?
Mauritius, maybe, yeah. WNY? Is that like West New York?
WNY. Where's that?
Norway.
Norway, that's
New
cool.
Jersey, New Hampshire, Louisiana, New York, Connecticut, California, Flagstaff, Arizona, California, Maryland, Michigan,
awesome.
Florida, South Carolina, Switzerland, Indiana.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Any questions coming in yet?
Not yet. We have 106 people. So maybe if we also, if we delete the lives after, maybe more people will view when we are live too.
Well, I think our live viewership is a consequence of, our unpredictability in going live. If we were to say, we're going to go live every day at this time, or this day at this time, we'd have a lot more people. But it's that we go live when we can. We have no schedule on the lives, we just kind of do it whenever we have a couple minutes free, and that's what we do, If people don't know it's coming, how are they gonna, But yeah. What are any questions in yet?
Do the maggots get in the hole of the gator?
Yeah, so we're cleaning out cheesecake. I need to edit that video today because that was yesterday, so we can post that today. We actually just did a reevaluation on Cheesecake the alligator that had the infected tail. We had Kim the rehabber out, and she was helping us out with all that and removing a lot of the gator cheese, as I call it, that scabby stuff they produce. And she's sealing up really well. It's looking good. But yeah, so the maggots can dig in there and mess things up.
There's a squirrel in the turtle pond. Look on the rock.
Oh yeah. Coming to get a drink?
Is that what it's doing?
Looks like it.
Hold on, sorry you guys. I've never seen a squirrel in the pond before. Does it look like it's trying to get some water?
Yeah, look at it. It's gonna have a drink. Oh.
That's so cute. Can you guys see the squirrel? That's so cute. Is that the one that eats the emu food?
Probably.
Oh, that's really cute. Okay, sorry you guys. I know a squirrel is so rare and
so exotic.
Fiona just sent $50 Australian.
Oh, thank you.
What do beavers eat? Love from Australia.
So, thank you. Beavers, so a lot of times in captivity, they feed them a lot of sweet potatoes, various greens like Brussels sprouts, collard greens, um, corn is another one in captivity. People give them a lot.
They have a very specialized diet, though. Their diet's not easy to
Mimic, yeah. So
recreate.
in the wild, they are downing trees and eating the bark, the leaves, and the Precambrium, right?
I think so, yeah. They
Yep.
like roots.
Yep.
Sometimes they'll eat like acorns.
Mhm.
They eat a lot of aquatic vegetation, like
Yeah.
with cattails and, lilies and
So for us, we live in 40 acres, so we have a forest of 40 acres. So we've been cutting down some of the smaller water oaks that we have, which is a variety of tree that is problematic anyways because they are very susceptible to rot and they fall all the time. I know some people who completely eliminate that species of tree from their property because it's such a liability of how much they fall down.
it's not their favorite food, but
Yeah.
they will eat it.
Well, anyways, we've been giving them some of those smaller ones, which they do seem to enjoy chewing. A big one they've been enjoying is muscadine grape, which we have that's all muscadine grape right there, growing all over. Oh, if you're gonna pan, it's right over there, see all that? So all that greenery up there, that's all the muscadine grape growing up there.
That dies in the winter, though, right?
It does. Well, no, the leaves go away, but the vine itself is still there.
They'll eat the vine, I think.
They'll eat the vine too.
Yeah.
So it is also an issue for us as a nuisance species because it grows on our fences. And legally, we have to have the fence be able to be visually inspected. So we have to take it down. So it's a win-win. So we take it down and just feed it to the beavers.
Anita Parker just said a $50 super chat.
Ooh, thank you.
Love what you guys do. Thank you for clarifying about the lives. How is Tadpole?
Thank you so much. Tadpole is doing well. We took her out a couple days ago, check on her, everything like that. So she's doing really well over there, eating, doing good.
Juan just sent a $5 super chat.
Thank
You
you.
seem to be very skeptical about play behavior in crocodilians. Why?
So, I've never seen it. I've done this 20 years, and I have never seen anything that I would call play behavior. So, a lot of times, how would you want to say that? Like, play behavior is usually in animals with, I don't want to say like higher cognitive abilities, but that is what it is, and so like we don't see play behavior often in any reptiles really. Now we see this also comes down to what do you define as play behavior. So what I see with crocodilians a lot is they investigate an object to determine whether or not it is food, and once it is determined to not be able to be a food source, they are no longer interacting with it, which to me says it's not play. Play is where you're taking like an inanimate object and you are manipulating it for the sheer enjoyment of manipulating it, or if you have the cognitive abilities to imagine it as if it is your prey. I don't see anything like that. Like a dog picks up a stick. The dog is not in any way trying to eat a stick. It knows it can't eat the stick, but it still plays and manipulates with the stick as if it was a prey item, shakes it, chases it, stuff like that. We don't see any of that in crocodilians. I never have. Them chasing each other for the sake of play, so like babies, you see puppies, you see adult dogs, again, they chase each other and they're playing. It's very clear it is play. Never have I ever seen anything like that with crocodilians.
Like dolphins play.
Yes.
Do sharks play?
Not that I've ever seen.
Right? Like,
So, but also dogs and dolphins are two social animals that have social cohorts, and play is an important part of their socialization. So there's a reason for it. Those are also animals that have, so there's R and K selection for offspring. And so where you have animals that are, that have, okay, let me really get into this for you, unless we have another super chat to say.
we have a few, but just
Okay, I'll try to say it as quickly as I can. So basically when you have an animal that has few offspring with very high parental care, you're going to have a lot more play behavior, which is humans, dolphins, dogs. They have a smaller amount of offspring with a very high amount of parental care compared to reptiles, who will have a ton of offspring with zero to very little parental care.
Most reptiles.
Most reptiles. Yes, exactly. Most reptiles. Not all. Turtles, great example. I have never seen turtles playing with anything in my experience. I have seen them, now you will see them chase balls in a territorial way, where they are seeing it as a possible problem and they want to get rid of it.
Do you want to talk about the apples that I just threw in here? Thinking it would be enrichment and like food for them?
And they couldn't even get there?
Yeah, and then they got tired of it and the apples sat in there for like 4 days.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so she put the apples in there. Once they could not eat the apple, don't care about it anymore, you know? And so I think play behavior is also often associated with animals that have that high level of maternal care, and they have to explore their environment and learn, because those babies are born relatively helpless compared to a fully formed baby turtle that is on its own immediately, surviving immediately.
Okay, we're super behind. So Debbie just sent a $10 super chat. Love your content so much. Give Ricky a beak boop from Debbie.
Oh, well, thank you. We had Ricky out today on the golf cart.
Amanda just sent a $10 super chat. I'm worried about the beavers. Are these going to be the animals that break you? Are you getting into the beaver groove with them?
Oh, they're not going to break me. No, I'm not stressed about them. It's just one more thing we got to figure out and do.
Just a learning experience. I
Yeah.
mean, we knew it was a learning experience.
Yeah.
So I think that that's the thing. Like, I don't know when we filmed things and when we posted them, did you show that we put rocks around the outside yet?
I think so.
Okay, so I think that once they stop like throwing so much dirt in the pond, it's really gonna like clear up.
Yeah.
And then we won't have as many like filtration issues.
Yeah.
It's just a learning experience.
Yep. Yeah. So we're figuring it out as we go. But no, I'm not at all stressed. I'm not keeping myself up at night.
Let's see.
Look at these turtles. Here, pin down to them. I'm gonna grab them some grass, because they like to eat the grass.
It's so green in here. Scott just sent a $10 super chat. Am I right in thinking that Bella sometimes makes chirping type sounds when food is nearby? It's definitely not a hissing sound. Do those noises only have one meaning?
So yes, she does do the baby chirp as an adult. So they will do that for different reasons. So just like a baby alligator will do it for different reasons too. So you'll hear baby gators do the chirp. Now, are there different tones to the chirp that we're not able to pick up on? And so it has different meanings, but to us it sounds exactly the same. So we think it's, that's what I wonder. I don't know if anybody's done any work on that so far, but like to us, they make the same sound, and it absolutely has different meanings to them. So I don't know if we're just not able to pick up on what the differences are or something like that. But anyway, so Bella as an adult alligator will do the baby chirp. So the baby's, it's like, ow, but she does like, and so when she does it, she will do it to like beg for food, or she'll do it if Big Mac is getting too close and she's like annoyed with him. She'll also do it. When we go to push her away, she'll also do it, like it's kind of like whining almost in a way. So. But
wild fed gators don't do that.
In the wild, you mean?
Yeah, like a fed nuisance alligator, I've never heard a sound like that coming from them. So do you think it's because she's also comfortable with us? Like, because we've caught wild gators before that are approaching people for food, and I've never heard that sound from them.
I've caught wild alligators that did cry.
No, but I'm talking about for food, like how she's begging.
Yeah.
Do you think that's just because she's comfortable, or do you think a wild gator that's illegally being fed would approach people and chirp like that?
Maybe. I can't think of an instance of it, but it could.
Elizabeth just sent a $2 super chat. Early thoughts on the beaver cement for the Crocs?
Thank you. And yeah, definitely.
Concrete canvas.
Yes, yeah. So we're definitely going to move forward on that for the croc ponds. Like, I like it so far. I think it's doing a great job so far. Obviously, we've only had it for like a month though. So like, we don't know what this stuff is going to look like, 5-10 years from now. I have no idea. Hopefully it holds up. There's no way to know that right now. But for right now, I think it looks great. I'm willing to move forward on it.
Scarecrow just sent a $20 super chat.
Thank you.
Regarding the play behavior question, I think we evaluate the intelligence of animals from a very human-centric perspective, despite their brain systems sometimes being completely alien to our own. Thoughts on this?
Oh, absolutely. So it's the lineup of animals, and there's a really good comic, and it's got a lineup of animals, like it's got a monkey, it's got a fish, it's got like an octopus, it's got a tortoise, and it says, your test today is who can climb the tree. And the monkey's like, score, you know, because he's good at that, you know? So like how we interpret what something is good at, including intelligence, is through the lens of humanity. So a lack of play behavior doesn't mean not intelligent. I think it means more having to do, like I was saying, with like being a baby that needs to learn more and less already ready, being less of a fully formed miniature adult and being one that needs to learn more and manipulate the environment more to be able to learn. I don't really know. This is not my area of expertise, but also on the play behavior thing, I don't believe things, put it this way, I don't believe anything. I trust what I see, I trust facts. So if I have not seen that behavior and I've done this for 20 years, I'm like, I don't think it exists. Now that's not to say, I don't think it exists. I'm very clear on that too. I don't say it doesn't exist. Every time I get this question, we get this question almost every single time. I say, I've never seen it. That's always my answer. I've never seen that. I don't say, doesn't exist. It's not real because I haven't seen it. I've never said that. I say, in my experience, I've never seen anything to justify what I would call play behavior. So I want to make that abundantly clear too. But also, I think a lot of people don't know what they're talking about and misinterpret behavior all the time, because I have, in my 20 years of experience, seen that so many times of people claiming one thing is one behavior, and then I'm there and I'm like, no, that's completely misinterpreted. You're not understanding that at all. And maybe I will eventually see evidence of this, but as of now, I've never seen that, you know? Now, as far as the intelligence thing goes, absolutely. A lot of people would say, well, a lot of people do say alligators are stupid all the time. Or a lot of animals, especially if they don't react as quickly, they're interpreted as dumb. People will say gators are dumber than crocs because crocs are more reactive. Reactivity doesn't imply intelligence, you know, but a lot of people interpret reactivity as intelligence.
Thisbe said, would you consider putting Bella with Stallone to see if that helps him learn how to behave? Will she put him in his place?
I don't know. So he's a weird case. I don't really understand what's going on there. I don't understand the behavior exactly. So, but I would not remove Bella from in there with Big Mac. You know, they're getting along great. I think they're somewhat bonded in a way. You know, I would not want to take her away from that and in there with him just for the sake of an experiment, really. The other thing too is, if moving forward we were to put him with another, I would want a female that's already in an enclosure and move him into that enclosure. That way she's not coming into his territory, he's going into her territory, and see if that makes any difference too. So that's a possible thing we might do in the future. I don't know. Yeah, don't really know what that behavior is.
Why he's gonna be a troublemaker if we put him in the communal pond?
He might be.
And then he'll have to be alone.
Maybe. Yeah, I don't know yet. I'm not sure. That is an idea that we've talked about, is once we get the communal pond done, is putting him into the communal pond. But if he's going to be an a-hole to every alligator, then like obviously we don't want that, you know? We're gonna have to figure it out.
He's a weird gator.
Yeah.
And he chases, like that's not really...
Yeah, like I can't...
You can't train a gator to chase like
yes,
to that degree.
Oh,
that
yes,
high?
you can. 100%, yes.
Really?
Yes. In fact, many people inadvertently do when they're running away and throwing the food. That's why, like, I like that he naturally chases, and naturally chasing like that is not like a normal thing, but you can develop that in just about any of them, you know, if you enforce that behavior, reinforce it. So, what are you making a face?
We might be getting a delivery.
Oh, yeah?
The emus are telling me the car is coming. Ozzy's down there looking. Ozzy loves like...
Looking at them?
Yeah.
Yeah, might be getting a delivery. But yeah, you'll see a lot of other people who work with them unintentionally train them to chase them. So that's why with him, I like to run and have him chase because, I mean, I have the skill level to be able to handle it, obviously. So for me, it's fun, honestly. And it makes videos to show people like, hey, this can happen if you feed a wild alligator. It's a really good behavior to keep just for the sake of education, to be able to show people like, this is why you shouldn't feed them. They can do this behavior, you know? So like, I want to keep it, but then I also like stop and I make him sit there and then I feed him. And that way I'm being very clear in what I'm doing, you know?
Can you guys see all the blue fish? It's a little green in here. Maybe this weekend we'll do like a 50% water change.
I was trying to yawn as soon as you panned away, then you panned back.
What do you think? And add cold water. Maybe the colder water will help it not
give
be
it a
so.
shot.
You have an ant on your chin. There you go.
Any
So
other?
funny how many people think that's a real alligator.
Oh, yeah, not a real gator, guys. It's fake gator over there. Yeah, a lot of people do.
How is your ear?
It's doing okay. I put the camera in there again a couple days ago, and like there's totally a bunch of like scab coming off my actual eardrum. So that doesn't feel good. I can feel it too. Like I can feel like wiggliness. It does not feel good. But overall, it's okay, and I don't seem to have suffered any hearing loss that I know of. So I think
Do
we're
you
okay.
love gharials?
Oh yeah, I think they're super cool. Yeah. Yeah, it's an amazing but critically endangered species of crocodilian. So like I've never worked with one, but they're really cool and interesting.
Try hard to send a $2 super chat. What is your favorite species of crocodile?
Thank you. I am the kind of guy that doesn't really have favorites. People ask me my favorite this all the I really don't. Some crocodiles I really like. Somebody just talked about the gharial, you know, so like I think those are really cool. The false gharial, the Temistoma are really cool. Saltwater crocs obviously are incredible.
Do they both have the big knobs? Or just
No, just the male gharial does.
not the false gharial.
Right.
Just the real gharial.
Yeah. Cuban crocs I think are so cool. I love them. I mean, I love them all. Yeah, again, like I don't really have like a one favorite. I think they're all so cool.
Kirsty said the new bracelets look great, Gabby. Hope to get one.
Awesome, yeah.
Yeah, we will
porcupine.
have some new porcupine bracelets. I'm hoping they get delivered today so we can post them because she was going to be shipping them out. Yeah, super exciting.
Very cool.
Angelina just sent a $5 super chat.
Thank you.
Hey, Chris and Gabby from RI. Will the not so little pigs get bigger than Julie?
I don't know. Do you know, or do you remember?
I would say no, but we don't know what they are.
Yeah, we don't.
Julie's like part feral, but the little pigs also
I think
might
they're
be
part feral.
feral.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't know. I guess we're not going to know until they start getting big, you know? So I really don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Should I do a commercial? Commercial break. Hey guys, if you're enjoying the live video, please keep in mind that we do make our living through social media. So if you're enjoying the live, please send a super chat. It's a really awesome way to help support creators like us. We left our well-paying job in South Florida, move out in the middle of nowhere and create an entire animal sanctuary that I paid for out of my pocket with my life savings, blew everything I got to try to make this thing a dream into a reality. So if you like what we do and you want to help support that, consider sending a super chat since we do make our living through social media. If you make a donation through our website to the nonprofit, 100% of that goes to the animals only. So you can do that through bellowingacres.org and help support the animals. That's awesome. But I do like to make it very clear that Gabby and I do not pay ourselves from that. So when you see my vlogs, you see my videos, and I'm out there taking care of the animals and sweating my butt off, I do not pay myself out of the nonprofit for that work. It is volunteer work. So we do get paid from this, from social media, from the views we make on social media, and from people who want to support creators, whether that is through Super Chat, or if you don't want YouTube to take a cut, I'm also GatorChris1 on Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. Scene. There you go.
Juan just sent a $5 super chat. Is the distribution range of gators expanding due to global warming?
Thank you. Some people think it might. So I would say I don't know about gators necessarily, but I will say American crocodiles are absolutely going farther and farther north more often because we're not having those cold snaps. So our last like major Florida cold snap was 2010, 15 years ago. I remember it. I remember seeing crocs literally dying in the Everglades because they got too cold and they went into cold shock. Now that hasn't happened. We haven't had any of those big cold snaps. And so now we're getting crocs all the way up to Daytona, even farther than that. So we are the northern extent of the American crocodile range. So the only thing limiting them going farther up the state is the cold. They are historically only found in South Florida where it is subtropical, not in Central or North Florida because it gets too cold. So they are going farther up until there's another cold snap.
Diana just sent you $10 on Venmo. It just popped up.
Oh, well, thank you, Diana.
Not that I would wish this, but how cool would it be if there's like a cold snap and like the crocs in Daytona are sick and then Kim gets to rehab them and then they can't be released and they come here?
I mean...
Maybe wishful thinking.
I mean, yeah, well, I don't wish that because
Yeah,
I know
no.
some of them are going to die.
Yeah, of course.
But,
just, you know.
yeah, I get what you're saying.
Just a thought.
What else we got on there?
When will you be going back for Sheila?
I got to figure that out. So, that whole thing,
Months, maybe.
if you didn't see, Danny, the gentleman who owned the crocodiles, passed away. Remember, he had stage 4 cancer, so he passed away. And then, like a week later, they got hit with massive flooding in that area of Texas. Been all over the news.
There's hundreds of people missing.
Yeah.
And dead.
So, like, major chaos over there. So, we really feel for his wife, who is there having to deal with all that and the loss of her husband. It's a very sad situation. So, we are definitely giving her space. Let her do her thing. You know, I don't want to, like, hey, yeah, sorry, heard about Danny. Can I get that crocodile? I'm not doing that by any means. You know, I'm going to give her space. I will reach out in time after she has had time to herself. You know, we don't want to obviously bother her at all. And we want to build an enclosure first, too, because we are at our limit right now with these temporaries.
Quila just sent $10 on PayPal. I just got the notification.
Oh, thank you.
Sound Mind just sent a $5 super chat.
Thank you. Thank you guys. And if you send one on like Venmo or PayPal or whatever, leave a comment and let us know if you had a question attached to that because we're not able to see that.
Notifications pop up and disappear really quick, and
Yeah.
Chris tends to be long-winded, so sometimes I don't get to read that.
Excuse me. Chris tends to really give well thought out answers and proper explanations.
Michaela just sent 27 SEK.
I don't know what that is.
Yeah, what currency is that? Thank you. And she
Yeah,
goes,
thank you.
love your work. Thanks for all the content.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Gabby's being attacked by the flies, the yellow flies. They're coming out.
Mick Shepard just sent a $5 super chat. Hello, my mom and I went vegetarian because of y'all. Watching
wow.
the pigs every day made it impossible to continue to eat meat.
Wow. Well, thank you. And yeah, that's awesome. Really cool to hear. And if you guys didn't know, Gabby and I have both been vegetarian for well over a decade each. I don't want to be preachy to anybody. I never want to do that. I never try to tell people, you know, how they should live their life. But if you are someone who has thought about being vegetarian before, here I am, proof. I get a lot of guys that are like, you know, I really love animals. I have a lot of empathy and compassion, but I'm really worried about, like, if you're vegetarian, it's going to lower your testosterone and you're going to be weak. This is over 10 years, vegetarian, 6-pack.
And his testosterone is not low.
Gabby says with a smile. So, yeah, never had any problem with any of that stuff. You know, don't buy into all that crap. If you have compassion and empathy and you want to have choices that reflect how you feel in your diet and not support horrible treatment of animals, I highly recommend being vegetarian. I like it. I love it. I have no problem getting protein.
Was it hard integrating the prairie dogs since they cannibalize each other?
Yes, it is scary. It is very scary to integrate them. When we first put, I don't remember which one.
Coco.
When we first put Coco and she just shot down a hole, gone.
Didn't see her for over a week.
Didn't see her over a week. I had to go in there and dig her back out to make sure she wasn't down there eating, you know?
She was skinny, and then we contacted the prairie dog expert and got better clarification, you know, on how to introduce them, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Basically, we caught them all up and we kept them inside together with the enclosures next to each other so they could smell each other, and then we slowly integrated them inside so we can keep an eye out, and then we put them all outside.
Yeah, yeah, it's not easy. It's a very tricky business to introduce them to each other. I was worried about Harvey. Like when his health started to decline, I was like, oh man, are they gonna start picking on him and then eat him at some point, you know?
Michael, welcome to the tadpole level.
Hey, there we go.
Are you posting videos today for subscribers first?
I should.
Right?
I will if I can. Yeah, so if
or maybe
you're...
the long forms that we did.
Yeah, so today we...
This horsefly needs to die. Can you kill us for me? Wait, hold on, let me try to get him. He's
Get
really
him.
bothering me.
Get him.
Oh, not even close.
Not even, dude.
Well, all right.
You
here.
missed that thing by a mile.
I know. It keeps biting me. If he comes back, squish him.
I got you.
This is not a deer fly sanctuary, so I don't want to hear anybody's crap. Oh, you killed a biting fly.
Death.
Oh, look at him. He's trying to bite me again.
All right, I'll get him.
Well, don't hit him on me.
Oh.
Hit him like on the rock.
I will. Hey, look, in times of war, there are casualties, Gab. You have to be ready.
Did he disappear?
There may be some collateral damage.
Who knows we're on to him?
Was there a question I just missed?
I don't know.
I got distracted by
No, just that Michael joined. Oh, I was asking if like you're gonna do the long form.
Oh, yes. Okay, so if you guys become a member, which is like a subscriber on YouTube, I've got the Tadpole level and the Big Mac level, and which honestly I give this same content to both. It's just if you want to support us more, you can do the Big Mac level, you know. But so we filmed some long form content today that I will be posting maybe today if I get them uploaded. It takes forever to upload with our Wi-Fi, but maybe today or at least tomorrow, and you will get early access to content. So that's usually what you get if you become a member on YouTube, is early access to content, because I'll film stuff like, you know, again today, and put it all up there, give early access, and then actually post the actual video later on in the week for everybody else. Yeah? Where'd that thing go? I just saw it.
Hopefully it starts biting you instead. You are at 20% battery, just letting you know.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go for a little bit more. How many people are on there?
200.
Oh, wow.
And one.
We got a lot. That's good.
And only 100 likes.
Oh. You guys don't... No love, huh? No love. What else we got? More questions coming through?
How long did it take Big Mac to trust you to be pet?
Do you remember?
We have the whole process documented.
Yep.
On our YouTube channel. I know,
but I don't remember off the top of my head how long it took.
I don't know.
It's on there. Yeah, sorry, I don't know off the top of my head. You could totally scroll back and look if you want to. But yeah, I'm not sure off the top of my head. I can say that different gators have different personalities. Like Big Mac came around with us pretty quickly. Bella took forever. You know, what was it?
Yeah.
Like Bella's like 6 months.
I think longer. I mean, look at Macha and Mochi.
Yeah.
We're never going to freaking get to work with them, huh?
I think what we're going to have to do is...
Train it. Keep it low.
Well, that...
Or catch them and move them. Yep.
That's what I want to do. So what I want to do with them is we have all those crocodiles in temporary enclosures right now, because again, we had to get them since, the guy in Texas was not doing well with his health. So it was kind of, we need to get them now. So they're in the temporaries. Anyways, those guys are all going to be upgraded into big, large enclosures. And then once they do, the temporaries will be used for new alligators or crocodiles to be able to work with them and train them in a small environment where I can actually work with them every day, where they can't get away and hide from me like they're doing right now inside the big environments. So that's kind of the whole plan.
Anya, welcome to the tadpole level.
Hey, awesome. Thank you.
Gator gang.
Gator gang. Gabby's making a face.
How do you want to handle people that just ask like the same question over and over and over, like 15, 20 times?
Okay, so
Like, how do you want to handle that?
there are certain topics that we do not talk about
It's
or get
just-
into.
It's not even that. It's just like,
Okay.
I
Well,
don't know.
if your question has not been answered and you're repeatedly asking the same question, there's a
Like 15
reason.
times.
There's a reason we're not answering it. So kindly move on and ask something else. Yeah, there are certain topics and things that we do not get into. So I can't see. I don't even know what's going on. But Gabby is having to look through everything and doing the hard work over there. So please ask a different question.
Kirsty Marie just sent a $20 super chat. Gabby's recent Instagram story where she vented about all the ignorant, self-entitled comments made me so mad. Please don't pay attention to them. Don't let the stupid people win. Love your Instagram stories. P.S. Hit the like button, guys.
There you go.
Yeah, thank you. I got a lot of positive responses to that.
Is that one on cue for you then?
What do you mean?
Because somebody's asking something?
It's not even that. It's just like such a silly question that I know like you don't want to answer. Like the way they're asking it doesn't make sense, and you're gonna be like, oh, what about it? So when it's asked like a bajillion times, it's not really a discussion question. I already answered one of their questions. I'm trying to prioritize people sending things, so I just don't know how to handle that. That's all.
Okay.
It's becoming a way bigger deal than I meant it to be, but do you want me to just ask the question?
Not if you...
It's been asked like 15 times.
Not if you don't think it's one to do. We can move on. Moving on. Different stuff.
I'm going to read the question. It's been asked like 35 times.
Okay.
What about alligator garfish? It's a fish look like an alligator, or an alligator look like a fish with 2 rolling eye emojis. That's been asked like 35 times.
Oh.
So that's what I'm saying. Go ahead, answer it so we can move on.
Wait, what is the question?
That's what I'm saying. What about an alligator garfish? It's a fish look like an alligator, or an alligator look like a fish?
It's a fish that looks like an alligator.
All right, next question.
There we go.
Do your personal turtles, the Aldabras and Galapagos, have names? Great question.
They don't.
They don't, because we don't know if they're male or female, and obviously you're gonna hit me. Go ahead.
No,
do it. I give you
flew away.
permission. They're gonna live a very long time. So like we don't want to name them until we know for a fact like male or female. So no, actually they don't have names, which is funny.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, you're gonna be blocked, dude. Like, it's a fish that looks like an alligator. Goodbye. Like, he's still asking the same question. I don't want to be mean because like if people are fans and they but like come on.
Yeah, look.
At some point it just becomes like harassment,
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone says don't acknowledge him. You guys, I've been ignoring him the entire chat. He keeps going. I've ignored like 35 times.
I get the easy job. I just sit here and answer. Gabby has to try to read everything and go through everything, and yeah.
Oh god.
It can be a lot.
Ronan just sent a $5 super chat. Tell me if I'm right. Crocs keep the mangroves clean, thus keeping the ocean clean. That's their job.
It depends on what you mean by clean. Like, I mean, they're an apex predator for sure, and they will scavenge on things too. So I guess you could say that in a way, Yeah, but they're not like cleaning up
feeding
trash.
on like the weaker things, but like they also.
Yeah, like any apex predator, you could interpret as keeping an ecosystem clean by picking off the weak or the sick. Yeah. I guess that's a fair way to say it.
Even people in the comments were blocking that guy. They got tired of seeing him. Oh, God.
Yeah, try not to do that, guys. If your question is not answered within 5 times, don't ask it again.
Yeah.
It's just kind of...
Sometimes I genuinely don't see them, but like questions like that, like you're just spamming,
Yeah.
Terry just sent a $5 super chat. Your videos are my favorite part of the day.
Oh, well, thank you. That's awesome. It's a good compliment. Oh, there's Waffles.
Where is he? Oh, there he is. They all have so much algae on their shells.
Yeah, it's just the temperature in here is so high right now. It's getting so hot. It's in the 90s every day. It just makes the algae explode, even with the UV sterilizers on there.
Oh my God. People are asking this, what size sandal I have. I have really big feet, you guys. I'm like a 9.5, 10. I do have big feet.
Do you feel something poking you when you walk?
No, why is something stabbing me?
There's definitely something stuck in your shoe.
I've like been stabbed multiple times in the past through that, but
Let's see what this is.
it's probably like a thorn.
Ooh, it is in there.
Sometimes you have to bend the shoe in half to get it out. There you go. What was that?
Yeah, it's like a little thorn.
Oh, so throw it here so I step on it barefoot. Good idea.
I mean, should have been wearing shoes. You don't have big feet, because we can just use mine.
Is 5 the limit? I've asked mine twice and I don't want to get yelled at. Okay, Eric, give 3 more times. And if it's not answered in 3 more times, then don't ask again.
So, just because we're on this topic now, things we don't answer is unrelated stuff. We're trying to talk about stuff about our sanctuary or alligators and you know, that kind of thing, environmental stuff. Which, I mean, the fish one is just, it's not that bad. Now Gabby's like, really? But yeah, we don't talk about like other creators. That's one constantly. What do you think of this guy? What do you think of this person? What do you think of this person? What do you think? We don't get into that drama. We don't like any drama, so we don't talk about other creators. We don't talk about politics.
We don't talk about fake TV shows.
Yeah, yeah, any of that kind of stuff. You know, those are all things that we, you know, don't want to get into. That's what I assumed it was going to be about, because that's when usually somebody just spamming. What do you think of this guy?
Well, that's the thing. Like, it's okay to ask, you know, questions a few times, but like it was just over and over and over and over. Like very obviously like spamming. So you have to have the patience of a saint. Like, I swear.
Yeah.
I'm 5'3" or 5'4". What am I? 5'4"? Is that being generous? Yeah, I'm like 5'3" or 5'4". Wrote in just sent another $2 super chat. Any environmental roles do crocs play besides a predator?
Thank you. And yes, they do. Well, let's do gators. So gators are much more of an ecosystem engineer than I think any of the other species off the top of my head. Speaking off the cuff, let's just go with it. So gators, they create gator holes, which is a really big deal. So in the dry season in Florida, they will wallow out an area, and over generations of alligators in, you know, many, many years, that little wallow can literally become a pond that is created by alligators, which is really cool. I don't see why crocs wouldn't do the same thing, depending on the habitat, you know, so maybe. But I'm just speaking about gators since, you know, we're here in Florida and that's what I mainly do work with. So the gators really do that. I think that's a really cool function that they do, is creating the gator hole. And that can be the only source of fresh water in the dry season. And so literally thousands of other animals can sustain themselves on that alligator hole, which is really cool. Now the alligator does take attacks. He does eat, you know, some of them, but not anywhere near all of them. So it does save a lot more than it ends up in their belly.
I've been thinking like about all the animals here since it's so dry and there's no water anywhere. Like that squirrel that just came for a drink, how lucky the animals are here, and I wonder how many animals utilize our ponds and stuff. I see like little birds going in with like the beavers and the water and things like that.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that squirrel, I'm surprised it's not 60 pounds eating all that emu food. That squirrel loves that emu food.
Yeah, he does.
Is that bad? Like,
yes, it's not a good thing.
Do we need to like catch him and move him?
Maybe.
He just lives in that emu feeder, you guys. Like, I swear.
Yeah.
Terry, welcome to the tadpole level.
Oh, thank you. Awesome. Welcome, Gator Gang. Should we start doing that every video? What up, Gator Gang?
We can. I mean, it's pretty basic. Gator Gang, like,
Okay.
it's just pretty basic.
Oh, I don't want to be called basic.
I was like, I don't know, if we can come up with like a more like badass name instead of like the Gator Gang. Snake Squad. Stan Wright just sent a $2 super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you. Will the beavers eventually allow you to pet them?
So we can pet Bucky. Yeah, I think I posted that. Yeah, so we can pet him. He doesn't like
Teddy
it.
is feral.
Yeah, I mean, Buggy doesn't like it either. He like,
Yeah, but he allows it.
he like huffs and puffs at you.
I think he'll eventually get used to it, right?
Yeah. He's definitely not a fan.
K-Love just sent a $5 super chat. I love the lives. I just don't always get notified.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. I don't know if there's a way to like turn on notifications for lives.
Maybe.
Check on Chris's page after this video, you guys, and see if there's like a specific notification for lives. I don't know. I don't actually know.
Almost got him. Being attacked. Another deer fly.
RC and Beyond just an $80 super chat. Did you get it?
It definitely hit him. I don't know if I squished him though.
Hopefully the turtles rip him apart slowly.
Death by turtle.
RC and Beyond just sent a $2 super chat. How high and far could Bella jump if allowed?
What do I want to say? Like my shoulder?
That high?
I think so.
No.
The tip of her nose?
Really? I don't think that high.
No? Maybe a little lower than that? You can jump pretty high.
Say like 3 feet. You think she could clear 3 feet?
Absolutely. 3 feet?
How much is 3 feet?
How high do you think my shoulder is?
Like my belly button, right?
My shoulder?
No, like 3 feet.
What are you even saying?
Is 3 feet like my belly button?
Oh my god. Your belly button? Probably higher.
Okay, I feel like she could jump up to like my belly button.
Definitely higher than that.
Well, then she hasn't tried to. Boris used to high jump so Boris like cleared like 5 feet.
Yeah.
I guess she could, yeah, if she was motivated. She doesn't really jump that high though.
No, she can. She has. Yeah.
All right, Gator Gang it is. They approve.
I really like Gator
I
Gang.
guess so, yeah. Do you see different behavior in the Crocs and Gators when bad weather is on the way, like you see with the birds? And like, can they tell that bad weather is coming?
I'm sure they're aware. But they don't really care about storms. That's the thing. Like, it doesn't really matter. If anything, they might like it, you know? They don't really care about the storms at all. So, I don't think so.
I don't think we're going to go with bellowing bangers, you guys.
Oh my God.
I just don't think that's it.
That's not it? No?
I don't think so.
These comments. Bellowing bangers. What else we got? My phone is going to die sometime pretty soon here.
17%.
So, get some questions in, guys.
Okay, so Tracy said there is a way. I get notified for lives. Okay, so after this live, all 220...
Oh, I did get that one.
Ew! Good, feed him to waffles. All 221 people after this live, go on Chris's page and do the notifications for live videos. That's why you're not getting notified.
Feast upon my enemies.
Get it, waffles. Let's watch him get eaten.
Yeah, the fish are getting... Oh!
Wow, who was that?
Dude,
A fish?
some fish just nailed it.
Ooh, good.
Gone.
I just wish he was alive to suffer through it. You gave him a peaceful death and just splattered him after he's been biting me and making me bleed for the last half hour.
You guys know turtles are omnivores? So these aquatic turtles. So they are omnivorous and they will eat meat and they will even attack something that is like struggling and kill and eat it. Kind of crazy.
I don't know what this means. Christopher just sent a $2 super chat. Would you say gators are tanks and crocs are DPS? But I don't know what DPS is.
I don't know what that means either. I mean, damage per second, but I don't see how that's applicable. Need clarification. Yeah, like in video games, it's damage per second. So the R99 is a high DPS.
I hate the R99.
I hate that one too.
And then what is the other one? R301?
Yeah.
I like the Scout 67.
G7 Scout.
That's not what it says. It says
is.
Scout 67.
No.
On Apex?
You need to wear your glasses.
No.
You need to wear your glasses.
It's a 67 Scout.
G7 Scout.
Are you kidding?
No.
Seriously?
You need your glasses.
So why have you been letting me say I have a Scout 67 the entire...
Because I just get tired of correcting you. You call him Gilbatar, okay?
What's his name?
Gibraltar?
Whatever.
Gabby calls Gibraltar.
Shut up. You're so
Gilbatar.
annoying. You're a Gilbatar. Scarecrow just said a $10 super chat. And the Gator Gang's evil twin, the Crocodile Convention. How high do you think they could jump from the water?
So gators will usually go up to their back feet vertically out of the water. So you can apply that to whatever size alligator you want. Now, the crazy one is, so saltwater crocodiles within the right size class of like 7 feet will become big enough to have the power, but still small enough to weigh so little that they will launch full body out of the water, including the tail. But it's only within that right magic size class of weight versus power.
Mary Ann just an $85 super chat. Top channels, GatorChris, Camp Kennan, and Garden State tortoises. Garden State tortoises. In my defense, she spelled it with an extra T at the end, so it said statit. Appreciate you guys and love the vlogs.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, very cool.
What about like the bellowing band?
Bellowing brothers in arms.
Bellowing brothers and snake sisters. G7 Scout. Whatever. It looks like a 6, you guys.
Because you are blind.
Okay, do you understand how far away I am from the TV? When I'm like laying in bed.
I bought you corrective glasses because
it gives me a headache when I play video games. Why didn't you correct me? Why I was saying 67 Scout for the last 6 months.
Because you say all the words wrong. If I corrected you in everything you say, we would just be fighting all the time and we would never play the game. And I have to just let them go, you know? Like, you got to pick your battles, man.
Gilbatar. Hi. Let's see.
Yeah, you butcher almost all of them. The carbone. You still say carbone.
What is a carbine?
Carbine.
Well, carbone is like a carbonara.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Oh, man. If you guys didn't know.
Bellowing bros.
Bellowing bros. If you didn't know, we work all day at the sanctuary. The sanctuary workday usually doesn't end until 9, sometimes even 10 p.m. And so then I'm like, I don't want to do anything except play video games. And then me and Gabby play Apex Legends.
Apparently, if you Google it, it's carbine.
Yeah, but nobody says that in America. So, I don't know. I own a lot of guns. I've gone to a lot of shooting ranges.
Do not go down this freaking road, please.
Everybody says carbine.
It's carbonara.
Carbonara.
Will you be getting more Patagonian Mara?
I'm not planning on it.
I don't think so. I think once they're like mated like that, it could be a problem introducing others.
Look at all these turtles.
How do you deal with burnout?
Depends in what category. Like in the animal category, too bad. It's just discipline. It's like, so I saw a really good quote. I don't remember how it went, but it's like, it was applied to working out. And so if you want to work out, you don't need to be motivated to work out. You need to be disciplined. Okay? So that means like doing something whether or not you want to do it every time. So discipline is what is important, not motivation. Motivation doesn't exist in the mind of those who are disciplined. It's not an option. We're doing this. I don't care how you feel today. This is what's going to happen. And so that's how I think about it. The animal care is a matter of discipline. I'm doing it either way. Doesn't matter how I feel today. Burnout, motivation, irrelevant. It is not a question of whether or not this is an option. It is something you're going to do either way. And that's how my mind works.
I think you feel differently with social media, though.
Which is different. Because
I'm burned out from social media.
Well, that's where I was going with this.
I need to sit not on this really straight, solid, uncomfortable log. Okay, now I'm looking up your nose. Go ahead.
I know. I was like, no, just straight up my nose. Yeah, so that's what I was going to say is like, you obviously can pick and choose the things of how you want to view it. Like, I think animal care is a matter of discipline. It's happening whether or not, does not matter whether or not you want to do it, you make it happen. I view working out the same way. I work out every single day to some degree. Obviously not every day is a hard one, but like I work out every single day and that's discipline. It's not whether or not I'm motivated today. It's like, no, It doesn't matter how you feel, you make it happen, you make it get done. Now social media is a different one, where it's like, for me, yes, there is a big element of discipline too, because it is my job. This is the only income that we have since we live in the middle of nowhere and took this big venture to make the animal sanctuary, you know? So it is a matter of discipline for me to post at least every other day. But I definitely do feel burnout, and I'm like, I got stuff going on, whatever, today, I'm not going to post today, you know, so I'll give myself a little bit more freedom on that one, and I do feel burnt out on that. Or like answering comments, I get really burnt out on that, and I'm like, I'm still going to post, but I'm just not going to look at any comments or anything.
Thankfully, we have Ryan now to help us answer comments.
Yeah, that's helpful.
It's just, I mean, imagine your job. I mean, yeah, literally, it's your job, except like amplify that to 8 million people asking the same things that you've covered millions of times, you know. It does get like tiring, you know. It's exhausting. It's human nature. Like, it doesn't matter how much patience you have. It's very tiring. So,
but I think it does depend on the subject that we're talking about. You know, I think I see a lot of people, what?
Legend has it that poor fellow Andrew is still asking about the garfish. I answered him. I answered 2 of his questions, and now he's hidden from the channel. So sorry, Andrew.
Well, we answered it.
We did, but then he kept asking even after we answered it.
Poor guy. Anyways, I think too that
dude, these stupid flies.
What's a good way to say this? Because I know a lot of people don't like this outlook, but I think a lot more people need a lot more discipline in their life, in that, like, it's okay to pick and choose, you know, like I was saying, it's okay to like pick and choose like your topics of, like, you know, this is a subject that I will have unwavering discipline in, and that would be animal care. And then there's other things where you're like, okay, this is something that is not that important, and I can choose to not be disciplined in this aspect, you know? So, like, and it can be hard to make those decisions. Am I saying this right? Or am I just like...
Oh, yeah, I'm not really paying attention, babe.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you.
Sorry.
Whoa! Big Mama almost took a finger.
I love you, but you're a little long-winded right now.
Oh, thank you. You're not giving me more questions.
Well, because I thought you were still discussing burnout.
Okay.
And your answer is, obviously, you don't get burned out because you are a superhero.
No, I get burned out on comments. That's what I was saying. That's when I do get burned out on, you know, like, so it's like about choosing, you know, your, what things get your mental focus, you know? So, like, I choose that, like, no burnout is allowed. That's not part of my vocabulary for animal care, but it definitely is on trying to reply to comments and deal with that stuff. Anyways, moving on. What's another question then? Since I'm long-winded on this one. Now Gabby's laughing. I don't get to be in on the joke. I don't see the comments.
Bro's the reason for burnout, OMG. This guy asking the same question. I feel bad if he's still watching, but, like, damn. How many times are you going to ask about the garfish? Like, I'm just, like, trying to nicely ignore it, and then, like, just bam, 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 bam.
Yeah, no, that's...
Like, and you know for a fact they didn't just type it out every time. It was on copy and paste. Like,
yeah. I mean, this dude really wanted to know about garfish.
Well, he got his answer, then kept asking. Don't feel sorry for him. He knew what he was doing. Man, I do agree.
All right, what other questions then?
Maybe the Bellowing Acre page could get an FAQ that could be referred to for repeated yet important questions. Yeah. It does not work. No, it really doesn't work. I have things pinned to the top and people still don't read, don't care. I mean,
well, I think it would help some people, but then there are other people where, like, I literally address a topic in the video itself, and that's like the whole point of the video is this topic. Oh my God, the one where I fed Big Mac the $10,000 koi fish, and everybody's convinced I went out and bought the koi fish. Even though I literally say in the video and in the caption, we did not buy this fish, it died. And then the guy decided to give it to us along with a bunch of other ones out of his freezer. And then it became like this huge thing and people thought it was like a conspiracy and
It
like,
just doesn't.
it just went crazy. And it's like, I literally say this in the video and the caption.
Yeah, and I mean, I feel like the more you try to like cater to people, just like the worse it gets too. Like when we fed Aquila that deer for the first time, I literally had a warning in the caption and also in the first 5 seconds of the video. And it said, warning, in 5 seconds you're gonna see. And then I literally had a woman mad at me because there was no warning and this and that. And then she felt the need to like message me. And I'm like, dude, did you watch the first 5 seconds where there's a warning? She's like, well, it didn't show up for me. Like, yeah, it showed up for everyone. You just don't know how to use social media. So it's exhausting.
So anyways, this is Burnout. This is what it looks like.
Burnout. This is Burnout.
Yeah, I absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, social media is just...
yeah, I get social media comment Burnout for sure.
Yeah. So Save a Fox has like a group, like a fan page group. And I was thinking of maybe doing like a Bellowing Acres like fan page group so people can like maybe just talk amongst themselves and the people that know answers to questions can maybe answer.
Those fish are brutal.
I know, those koi.
The turtle didn't even get a chance to get the fly.
What do you think? Like a fan page group like that? Like a community page?
So the problem that often arises with those kind of things is then you get some like kind of toxic fans that like attack people. And like...
We already have those. We
I
do.
know. I know, that's not a good thing.
We do. I've had to delete some responses because I'm like, oh, damn.
Yeah.
Not even I would respond like that.
Yeah, we don't want like the toxic fandom where it's like people are going to ask questions, you know, like, but yeah, you got to be nice in how you answer them and like answer with kindness.
Somebody was like, oh, I love the porcupine bracelets. I can't wait. I want to try to get 3. And someone else was like, they're limited. Don't be greedy. I'm like, what? If they're going to buy it, I mean, you know.
Yeah.
It's just funny. It's just funny.
Oh man, the joys of social media. What other questions we got?
Well, you're at 12% of battery. That's for 1.
Okay. Well, that's longer than I thought it would.
So I guess we'll just answer the last few like super chats.
Okay.
So your phone's gonna die.
Yep, I gotta edit today's video, get it uploading, and then we gotta do night feeding.
Thorson said another little something for you. Stay so human, you're great. Thorson from Vienna sends hugs.
Thank you.
He just sent $50.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you. And I will try my best to stay human. I'm really glad that you guys acknowledge how hard I try to stay human. Because I'm not, clearly. I'm half
he's
alligator.
A superhero.
I'm half alligator. Yeah, I used to say that, like, well, not that. But people would be like, oh my God, how do you just walk in there? I'm like, I hatched out of an egg. No, not even cracked a smile on Gabby.
Tony Michael, welcome to the Tadpole level.
Thank you.
Would you get in the water with crocodiles?
Would I? No, never.
It's AI. That video of him swimming with Aquila is just AI.
Yep, I've already done it multiple times, multiple crocs, multiple species.
Let's see. Does the snapping turtle have a name yet?
The one we currently have or the one we're going to get?
The alligator snapper, I'm assuming.
Yeah. I don't know, does it?
No, it doesn't. We get to name it.
Put your foot out and get him.
Get it. Ow! You missed it and you smacked the crap out of me. Really?
Yeah.
Oh, feed it to Waffles. Sacrificial fly. Or whatever. Feed it to anyone.
Somebody's going to get that.
Oh. Was it a fish?
Yep. Little piranhas.
It wasn't even a big fish.
Yeah, man. Those fish are... Oh. Any other last questions coming in then? All right, guys. Last call. His phone's going to die. We got stuff to do. How many people are on there?
206.
Oh, wow. That's a good number. That's a lot of people. Yeah. But my phone is going to die. So we'll do last couple minutes, guys. So if you have any last questions, get them in now. If you've been enjoying the live, please, by all means, send a super chat to show your appreciation. Since we do these, is the only way we make our living is through social media. And my whole little infomercial thing all over again. So
Christopher just sent $18 super chat and said the upper half or lower half.
Of what?
I'm assuming like what part alligator.
Oh,
Chris has a cloaca, you guys. It's the lower half.
it's efficient.
The reason he doesn't wear shorts is because he has a long tail that he hides.
Yes,
And he has a cloaca.
Cloacas are more efficient.
It is the everything.
It is the everything.
Everything hole. Yep.
Ow. We got last questions coming in?
That is it. Does somebody want to send us a 60-cent super chat? Because we're at $299.40 right now.
Oh,
If you
man.
send us a 60-cent super chat, it'll be an even 300.
Put it over.
Who's going to do it? Who's going to send the 60-cent super chat?
Let's see.
He'll show you his cloaca.
Oh, my God. We're selling tickets to the Cloaca show.
Going once. Going twice.
Oh, they can't
We're
type
going
fast
for
enough.
60 cents. We're going for 60 cents right now. It's going to drive my OCD crazy. Abby from KC sent 99 cents. Woo,
Hey.
thank you. Danny sent $2.
Yay.
Thorsten sent $2. And now
Thank
we are at
you.
$304.72.
Nice.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so
Thank
much,
you.
guys.
Terry just sent $1. Stacy sent $10. Carol sent $2.
There we go.
Thank you guys. So now we're at 318.
Thank you, thank
Woohoo.
you.
Thank you guys. Wow.
So-
I was just looking for 60 cents. Thank you. Thank you.
So our awesome supporters, you know, we say thank you to. What was that?
It's a chicken.
Um,
Astergas just sent a $20 super chat.
oh, thank you.
And Kirsty Marie just sent $2 super chat.
Ooh, thank you, thank you. Awesome. Any questions with those?
Nope.
I'm being...
No, thank you. Thank you. Astergas 78. Thank you so much. No question with that one.
Okay.
We are at 9% battery.
Trying to get this deer fly. He knows my methods.
What's for dinner? That's a good question.
What is for dinner, Gabby?
I was thinking I will do the lemony spaghetti with roasted Brussels sprouts, and then I just got a bunch of really nice king oyster mushrooms, and I can make my vegan scallops.
Ooh, that sounds
What do you think of
great.
that?
I think it sounds awesome. You made a really good lunch.
Corn Garian just sent a $2 super chat. Angelina just sent a $2 super chat.
Thank you,
It
thank
is
you.
pasta. It is pasta. Yes. How did you guys know we were going to have pasta? What did we have for lunch? We had a big salad for lunch.
Yeah.
Oh, the squirrel's back. He's going to have a little drink. Should we make friends with that squirrel?
That's a thirsty squirrel.
I mean, all that emu food.
Oh, I missed. Dude, this deer fly.
Will we be live streaming tomorrow?
What day is tomorrow?
How much does it cost to build a sanctuary like this?
Yeah.
I would say over $350,000 so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at this chicken.
Hello, chicken.
I love the Orpingtons.
That one's Ophelia.
Hi. You're very cute.
She's so cute.
I'll feed you the next deer fly.
I can't wait for the black Orpingtons to get bigger.
I know. They're gonna be cute.
Did I give you my phone to plug in?
No?
It's just dead over there, huh?
Oh.
It's
I
been
love
dead
the
for like an
chickens.
hour and a half. I love the chickens too.
Oh yeah, so I was gonna say that earlier. So being vegetarian, just to kind of clarify that. So we're both vegetarian, not vegan. So vegans don't eat any animal product, literally like at all. So like no eggs, no honey. Depending on how far you want to go down that rabbit hole. But being vegetarian means I eat the eggs from my chickens. They're my chickens. I don't see anything wrong with that, you know. But yeah, just because we saw the chicken, because I know a lot of people ask about the diet stuff, and they ask about like, oh, where do you get your protein from? And there you go, just saw her.
Hi Ho just sent a $20 super chat.
Oh, thank you.
No question on that one either.
Okay.
Thank you, thank you. Do you have any garfish?
I do not. I do want to get some. I would love to. I want to do like a big old like monster fish thing and have some. I think that'd be really cool.
7% battery.
If we get one, this guy is gonna just. If we get garfish, he can be living his dream.
We'll name one his name. We'll name one after him.
There you go.
Anjan, I think.
There we go. Our first garfish will be named after him. All right. Any very last ones, or we're done? No, we're
These
good.
fish are, these turtles are coming to eat my toes.
Yep. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much to everybody who left a comment, hit like, who sent a super chat or Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, all that stuff. We do greatly appreciate y'all. What? Gabby's
No, that's it.
Okay.
It's literally dying as we speak.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, guys, and we'll see y'all next time.
Oh, Anita just sent a $20 super chat.
Thank you, Anita.
Thank you. Okay, another question, guys, please. How do you keep the cracks enclosure clean as they are so explosive?
We have the water running on them constantly, and that really does keep it pretty darn clean. Yeah.
It really does.
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be even cleaner once it's not like 10 bajillion degrees.
Yep. Thank you.
All right, thank you, guys.
Bye.